Hello, leaders. Hey, this is Paul Grau, and welcome to Run to Your Leadership Challenges, the daily show that equips leaders and entrepreneurs to achieve their greatest potential. This show is sponsored by Current Leadership Coaching, and they help entrepreneurs excel as leaders so they can create super teams. Find out more about them at currentleadershipcoaching.com. Hey, I hope you're doing great today. And for the rest of the week, we're going to be focusing on clarity and focus. So let's kick things off with role clarity. Let me ask you, have you ever had moments at work when you wonder what you are responsible for? What about your team members? Do you think they ever wonder about their responsibilities? Let's take this just a little bit deeper. Do you have roles and responsibilities within your team that maybe overlap? Maybe with a couple different people having similar roles and responsibilities? If so, does everyone know who is primarily responsible for ensuring these specific tasks get done? Or do you simply figure it out as things go on? Maybe making adjustments as needed. So you may be thinking, hey, if things are getting done, why do roles and responsibilities need to be specifically spelled out? And you know what? I agree with you that if the work's getting done, that's awesome. However, what if everyone's roles and responsibilities were crystal clear? What if everyone was responsible for their specific role within the team and didn't have to waste any time on overlapped roles and responsibilities, or never had to figure out who was responsible for what? How much do you suppose your overall productivity would increase? How much would stress levels go down within your team? And how about team conflict? How much would that decrease? Well, when you or any of your team members lack role clarity, you risk increased stress, conflict, lower productivity, and people just checking out because they aren't quite sure what they're supposed to be doing. Now, I want to bring up an important point here. Way too often, mid-level leaders lack role clarity because they are put in a position and told just to run the operations. Their supervisors assume that since they were good at one level, they will automatically excel at the next level. And many times, these new leaders don't get the proper training that sets them up for success in their newly appointed position. Well, when a leader lacks role clarity, man, the entire organization or company can suffer drastically. Over the years, I've seen both good and bad examples of role clarity. And one of the epic fails that I've seen all too often was whenever somebody was promoted into this new position without any explanation or training. They were basically put in a sink or swim scenario, and many times they would sink fast, leaving their supervisors and leaders wondering what the heck went wrong. Now, I know this probably seems like an easy mistake to avoid looking at it from the outside. However, it's an easy trap to fall into if you aren't careful. So here's one tip to help you gain role clarity in your job and ensure your team members all have role clarity as well. So, if there is a role or responsibility that you aren't sure who's responsible for, ask questions. Believe it or not, many leaders are shy to ask about a role they are responsible for because it's assumed that they should automatically know. If your people ever come to you, don't jump on them for asking, no matter how long they've been doing their jobs. After all, you may be partially to blame that they don't know their specific roles and responsibilities. So today's challenge is to think about all the positions that are spread out within your team and start reviewing each one by asking yourself if you know all the roles and responsibilities of each position, and if the team member assigned to that position knows them. This may be a difficult challenge as you may realize that you haven't set your team members up for success. If that's the case, just take immediate action by coming up with a training plan for each team member as needed. Remember, it's never too late to do the right thing, and it's never too late to establish clarity in your specific roles and responsibilities. Role clarity will significantly boost the productivity and morale within your team. So take this challenge very seriously. Hey, I want to remind you about a leadership membership group that we're launching on October 1st. This will be a community of leaders and entrepreneurs who want to be the best leader that they can be so they can continuously grow their leadership skills and remain sharp. If you're interested in becoming a founding member, or if you just want additional information, please email me at Paul, that's Paul, at clcteam.com. And right now, you can also get on our wait list for the group. Founding members will be able to join at the lowest possible price, and they'll have access to special bonuses. Again, email me at Paul, that's Paul, at clcteam.com for more info. Hey, as always, we greatly appreciate you for listening. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and until tomorrow, run to your challenges.